Hello everybody, my name is Zoe Rebekah. Welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be another episode of Cup of Zoe. Granted, one, this is like almost done and I've had it for a while, but I figured two, it's been a while since I've done a Cup of Zoe and I apologize for that. And I really enjoy doing Cup of Zoes. I've just been doing a lot of vlogs recently and like other kinds of videos, so I just haven't done a Cup of Zoe in a minute. So I decided that for my 2025 goals video, I wanted to turn it into a Cup of Zoe video for you guys. So yes, this video is going to be my 2025 goal video. I wanted to document my goals for the year at the very beginning of the year. I spent most of the day today, like throughout the day, just writing this list of 2025 goals. And I don't want to call them resolutions, as I was talking about in a vlog, and I've talked about this before. I don't love to call them resolutions. It seems unrealistic to me, and calling them goals seems more tangible. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's just start right off the bat. I really hope to gain more success in my YouTube channel this year. Last year was a bit of a rough year in terms of, you know, views and subscribers. I lost a lot of subscribers last year and that was really rough, and I try not to, like, you know, overthink about it or beat myself up about it, even though I have the tendency to do that. I try not to do that when it comes to YouTube, just because I know it's so fickle and there's nothing I can really do about it other than to just make quality content and consistently. And I try to do that. I try to make consistent quality content for you guys, and you know, it sucks when I feel like my content is good quality and it's engaging and entertaining and informative and whatever it is, like it serves the purpose of the video, and I feel like it's good quality audio and video wise and editing and all of that stuff that goes into it. It's frustrating when I feel like there's not like a good payoff for that and I lose subscribers and I don't get as many views. You know, it is frustrating and it's a little bit discouraging, but it's not something that will cause me to not do YouTube anymore. I love doing YouTube so much. It's my main passion other than writing, and writing is what I want to go into as a career. And you know, sometimes I want to keep work and personal life separate, and that's another thing I want to work on this year. But you know, I want to, like, for work I want to do writing, and that's what I'm studying in school. That's what I'm going to get a college degree in, is creative writing, and that's the job field that I want to work in. But YouTube is something that I never want to stop doing. It is like my main hobby and it's something that I enjoy so much. You know, it's passive income. It's not like my main job, but it's something that I enjoy so much that I never want to stop doing, and I really appreciate it. And I feel like I've been able to hone in on so many skills just creating all of these YouTube videos throughout the last almost 10 years, which is crazy. I've been doing YouTube since I was 12 and I'm almost 22. So I started October 2015 and I've been just making videos ever since then. I've taken like little breaks, but there's never been like an extensive break. I mean, I took a little bit of a longer break and that's what caused a lot of my views and subscribers to go down, and I really regret that, but at the same time, there was nothing I could really do about that at the time, and I need to give myself more grace this year. That's another thing. So yeah, I want to gain more views and subscribers on YouTube and just do better on YouTube and continue to make high quality content and to do my best to get my videos out there and to do whatever I can in terms of SEO and bettering my thumbnails and all of that stuff. And I maybe want to hit 60,000 subscribers. That's a reach, but it's a goal. It's a goal. Another goal I have is to find a therapist. I was talking about this in a vlog. I forget which vlog, but it was recent, and I was talking about how I want to get back into therapy, how I have a good psychiatrist and I have good med management and I'm on a good set of medications that work for me, and I'm really happy about that. That was something I really wanted to find last year that I was able to, was a good psychiatrist and a good set of meds that work for me, which I did find, but the next step is to find a good therapist. And I haven't been in therapy in a long time. I used to be in therapy all the time. I've been through so much therapy in my life. Inpatient, outpatient, PHP, IOP, all of that shit. I've been through so much therapy, and you know, I've had great therapists and horrible therapists, and I've had somewhere in the middle. But it's been a while since I've been in therapy, and it's really important for me to get on that. I feel like inevitably combining my medication with therapy will only make the medication more effective, and you know, just those two things combined together, working together, will just overall better my mental health. Oh, the lighting is starting to get weird. Okay, that lighting is is better now. So let's move on. I want to graduate college as the valedictorian. And I want to, obviously, until I graduate, continue to do well and get A's in all of my classes up until graduation so that I can, you know, have a chance of being valedictorian. I'm like fairly certain I will be, but like that is like a huge goal of mine, is to graduate college as valedictorian and, you know, graduate college in general, which I will do this year, which is a huge milestone in general, but graduating as valedictorian would be a huge accomplishment and I would love to achieve that. And I've been working so hard this whole program in school, so having it pay off like that would be ideal and it would be really great and I would feel really great about myself. I generally want to take better care of myself. I have this goal almost every year to take better care of myself, and I feel like every year it very gradually improves, but it's a good goal to have, to maintain, I think. And I think we could all use to better ourselves in some ways, and one way that I could really use to better myself is to generally take better care of myself, and that includes proper hygiene, proper nourishment, proper hydration, proper sleep, taking my pills daily, and going to therapy that's included in self-care, and just generally taking care of myself and balancing work and life better. I feel like I'm always go, 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 as I've talked to you guys about many times, and I'm hyper productive and I need to be productive in order to feel fulfilled and to feel like content, and it's something I really want to work on more this year, especially in therapy. I want to go through my wardrobe and I want to sell whatever I don't wear just to make some extra money and to, you know, give clothes away to people that need them. And I've sold a bunch of clothes in the past on Mercari and I've made a good amount of money on Mercari before, but it's been a while since I've gone through all of my clothes and sold stuff, so I would love to do that before I move. I want to cut myself more slack. I want to give myself more grace. I want to stop beating myself up so much, and I want to learn how to relax more, and I want to give myself more credit. And all of that generally goes with having a better, more balanced life, you know what I mean? But I need to work on all of those things tremendously, and you know, those things can be worked on in therapy and, you know, personally by myself, and you know, with the help of Theo and the support of Theo and my family. And you know, I'm really looking forward to just growing and maturing, and I've always been scared of change, but you know, change is inevitable and this year is going to be full of change, and I'm a little bit nervous and scared, but I'm also really excited at the same time, and I feel like that's really a lot of growth for me. I want to move to New York after graduation and find a writing job. That is like a huge goal of mine this year. I'm going to be graduating college in July 4th, which is crazy. Independence Day, I get to graduate. Celebration day all around. And after that, after our lease is up, I've talked to you guys about this before, my post-graduation plans and 2024 reflection vlog, but I want to move to New York and find a writing job in general. Whatever that job is, even if it's not specifically in the field I want to work in, which is television writing, I could just be a copywriter. I could be whatever entry-level position I can find that's a writing job that isn't like weird or like, you know what I mean? Like that's within reason. I will take it, and I just want to make money writing. You know what I mean? That's what I'm in school for. And I generally want to write more, and I want to keep writing more and always be writing, whether that is scripts, journaling, articles, fiction, nonfiction, books, poetry, prose, whatever it is. I want to just continue to keep writing for myself, for freelance work, which is another thing on here, is to continue to edit other people's work and to do more freelance writing and to write more articles for money, and for also just to write for myself. I want to just continue to write both professionally and personally, and continue to hone in on my skills when it comes to writing and just strengthen my skills as a writer. I told Chloe this, my friend Chloe from England, but I want to learn how to play the piano. I took lessons when I was like 11 years old from a friend's mom, and I barely remember anything, if I remember anything at all. I haven't looked at a piano in years, and I would love to learn how to play. As somebody who, you know, taught themselves the guitar, and I love playing the guitar. It's like one of my favorite things to do is to just play the guitar and sing, even if it sounds like shit. I don't care, I enjoy it. And I am not like a master at the guitar, but I'm pretty good at the guitar at this point, and I have the fundamentals down. So I want to learn how to play the piano now. You know, it's just, those are the two most basic instruments to learn, and I learned the guitar, so I think I can learn the piano. I know it's different, but I just, you know, it's just a goal I have, is to learn the piano. I love music, so Why not? I want to see Chloe. Speaking of Chloe, my friend from England, my English friend Chloe, I want to see her this year. We are trying to figure something out, whether we go there or she comes here. Most likely she'll come here, but we're trying to figure something out maybe for August where she comes and sees me. I'm so excited for that. I have been wanting to see Chloe since I met her when I was 14. I met my friend Chloe through YouTube, actually. She was one of my subscribers. She found me through one of my videos and she reached out to me and we became friends. We've been friends ever since then. So literally when I was 14, she was about 16 and now I'm gonna be 22. So we've been friends for over 7 years and that's crazy. And we've never met in person because she lives in England and I live in America. So we're trying to figure something out for this year where we can see each other and I'm really looking forward to that. I want to watch more new shows and movies in general. I love discovering new shows and movies, especially like I was talking to you guys about in a vlog, just shit with really good writing. As a writer and as somebody who wants to write for television, I love a good, well-written TV show or a good, well-written movie. I love that shit. It fulfills me, it brings me joy, and it gives me inspiration to write my own stuff. And yeah, I just want to explore new stuff in that realm. I want to go to more concerts and live music events. I haven't gone to a lot of concerts in my life. I've been to Maroon 5, the Jonas Brothers, Wiz Khalifa and Logic, Gracie Abrams, and Casey Musgraves. Those were the concerts I've been to in my life. I would love to go to more. I wanted to go to the Eras Tour so bad, but I couldn't afford it, as I've talked about. But I would just generally love to go to more concerts and live music events this year. I want to continue to get better at the guitar and play the guitar and improve my singing and playing and all that stuff. I want to just, you know, improve my musical skills this year. I want to maintain organization mentally and physically. I've always been a pretty organized person. I've gone through bouts of, you know, really deep depression where I have been disorganized mentally and physically and, you know, environmentally, but I feel like I'm pretty good at keeping my environment organized. I feel like my brain is not always the most organized and it's just, I feel like my brain is sometimes all over the place, but I just want to maintain organization in general. I feel like that, and routine, that's like another huge thing. It's just to maintain my routine. Obviously my routine will change as my life changes and I move and I graduate and all that stuff. And things will change and that's okay, and I need to accept that. I need to be more accepting of change too. But where was I going with that? I don't know. But generally I need to just maintain organization, cleanliness, and try to work on improving upon the chaos in my brain, I guess. I want to celebrate a couple things. So 1 year of having BlackBerry, so that is super exciting. February 18th we got BlackBerry 2024, so in 2025 February 18th it'll be 1 year since we got him. February 10th is my birthday. I'll be turning 22, so we get to celebrate that. May 14th is Theo and I's 4-year anniversary. That's nuts. That's a long time. We've been together for a long time and that's crazy. I got this question. I actually want to answer it now. I feel like I want to answer it now. I feel like this is an appropriate time to answer it. So I did want to do a Q&A for me and Theo, but I didn't get a lot of questions, so I'm not doing a whole video for that. Maybe I will at some point when people want to ask me more questions, but I did get this one question about basically how I talk about having BPD and other mental health issues. So her question is, how does that affect my and Theo's relationship? Like, BPD comes with fears of abandonment, mood swings, unstable self-image, and of course with some people self-harm or other unhealthy coping mechanisms. So it could be hard with people with borderline to be in a healthy longer-term relationship. So I guess I would like to know how you two navigate that together as somebody diagnosed with bipolar and other mental health issues and has never been in a relationship. So I guess some relationship advice from you guys would be helpful. And you know what? I want to get Theo for this. Theo! Alright, I'll save it for when Theo's not busy. But I can give my side. Basically, I think that patience is a huge thing. Theo has a lot of patience. Sometimes I test that and it's not something I'm always proud of. Like, I don't do it on purpose. Like, it's just that like my mental health issues and what that brings out of me can sometimes test his patience. And I feel bad about it afterward. I don't like always feel bad about it in the moment because I have borderline, and I don't like using my borderline as an excuse for things, but you know, it's a reason for certain behaviors I have. And sometimes when I'm really angry in a moment and I say something fucked up, I don't feel bad about it in the moment, and that's just the reality. And I feel like horrible saying that out loud, but it's the reality of having borderline, I think. And you know, I do feel horrible about it afterward, and I apologize, but in the moment it's hard for me to feel bad about it. So I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I hope that was helpful at all. But I just think that Theo has a lot of patience, and I am constantly trying to work on myself. It's really hard sometimes when I don't have the motivation to. My motivation really ebbs and flows. It is constantly like this. Like my moods. My moods are constantly like this. Bipolar, it's more like that. BPD, it's like that, and it's really frustrating sometimes. But sometimes Theo needs to like accept that there's not much he can do about certain things, but he needs to be as supportive and comforting as possible, and he understands all of that. Sometimes he doesn't always know how to approach certain situations, and I don't blame him for that, because it's just like nobody would know how to deal with this unless you're like super experienced with it. But over the years that Theo and I have been together, he's learned a lot about how to deal with me. We still have some communication issues, and that was like another thing on my list, was to work on our communication issues. But I think that overall we balance each other out well, and he's learned a lot about how to deal with me and how to manage my mental health issues. He reminds me to take my pills. He makes sure I take my pills. He, you know, comforts me when I'm not feeling well, and he makes me food when I don't want to eat. He just kind of makes it and stuff like that. It's just like small things like that that are really effective, and I hope any of that helped you guys. But I can get Theo in here to give his point of view when he's done. But yeah, moving on for the rest of the list. Save more money and budget better. That is a huge one. We're broke right now. That's just the reality of being a college student. Theo works a full-time job, but I am a college student, and I'm a full-time college student. Theo, are you coming? Hi. I wanted your feedback on something. So I got this comment like basically asking me how we manage our relationship with my borderline. So I gave my perspective, but I wanted to hear yours. So how do you deal with it? I said you had a lot of patience.
I was just gonna say a lot of patience. I was literally about to say a lot of patience.
Yeah, and I said that you like support me when I'm down, and you make sure I take my pills, and you make me food when I don't want to eat, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
It's just, you need a lot of reinsurance.
I do need a lot of validation and reassurance. That's true. That's another big thing that I missed.
Yeah.
I guess I don't think about that consciously a lot, but I do need it.
Yeah.
Anything else? That's a good one.
No, not that I can think of.
Covered about everything?
Yeah.
I think
You
that was
said
helpful.
Most of it, but
Yeah. I think that was all pretty helpful though.
all good. I'm
Thank
glad.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Of
You can go back to
course.
doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm almost done.
Alright.
Oh, hi, kitty. Anyway, I want to save more money and budget better. As I was saying, we're broke right now, and it is what it is. It's just the position we're in right now. But as I graduate college and as I find a job and we are both bringing in full-time job incomes, then I really want to work on budgeting and, you know, actually budgeting, like maybe making a spreadsheet or like a list, a journal or something to just keep track of budgetary things, finances, and I just want to just save more money and stop spending. I don't spend excessive amounts of money, I don't think, but I could still use to budget better. And to go with that, I want to start paying off my debt. I have some student loan debt. Obviously, I'm a college student. I had to borrow money for my tuition. I had to get loans, and I want to start paying those off. I have been like very small amounts of paying them off while I'm in school, but I want to like actually start paying off my loans. And you know, I know it'll take a while. I know it's probably gonna take years for me to pay off my loans because it's a lot, but I just want to start at least. And I talked about how I want to manage my mental health better and work on my communication with Theo and reduce fighting with Theo. Not that we fight a lot, but our fights are usually brought on by something to do with my mental health issues and me blowing things out of proportion, me overreacting, Theo not always knowing how to handle it, stuff like that. I just want to reduce all of that more and just communicate better and just be more calm, I guess, and assertive, effective in communicating. And you know what, like arguments are like very natural, healthy parts of relationships, but I just don't want to fight. You know what I mean? Like I understand arguments, but I don't want to fight. You know what I mean? And the last one I have is, it just says balance, joy, fulfillment, peace. I really want to channel and manifest those kinds of vibes for the year. Balance, joy, fulfillment, and peace. And that is how I'm going to wrap up this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm really proud of this video. I think it turned out pretty well. I know the lighting wasn't great because the sun went down and the ring light isn't great, but I think it's fine. I think it's still high quality. But yeah, I'm just rambling now. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. I forgot to take a sip of my coffee this whole time. Again, I do this all the time. Share this video on my channel so those you think might be interested, and leave me comments down below. Comment other video suggestions in the comments, and make sure you guys get copies of both my books, my memoir Battles on the Borderline, and my poetry book, An Erratic Anthology of My Psychology, and follow me on all my other social medias. Everything is linked down below. Alright, this is gonna be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.